Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Jamalabadi with Rockwell Health Center. Here at our clinic we would like to share some of our testimonials with everyone. And here today we have Miss Brandlin with us. She's come actually wanting to share the journey she's made through our clinic and kind of have you understand what she went through in order to get to where she is now, what we call a graduated and wellness patient. She actually, I have seen her for over 2 years, currently going to third year, and she's now actually doing much better. Let's go over some of the history. Miss Bradlin, when you came here, what was actually the start when you started to come?
Okay, I started coming here because I was having symptoms of being overly tired. It wasn't that I was just tired like most people feel. It was I wasn't able to get out of bed and function, tired. It was a constant feelings of, as a woman, sometimes the feelings of being pregnant, but you're not pregnant. It was constant feeling stressed all the time. It was constant fatigue, which that's a hard thing to talk about, because when people hear fatigue, they think tired, and it's not just tired. It's you're beyond tired. Your body is shutting down. You're not functioning well. So just always being nervy, always being fatigued, not feeling like myself all the time, and that I just needed some help, and I knew enough to know that this was not normal.
That's correct. One of the things that most people don't realize, adrenal fatigue is a very ongoing thing for many people today. Especially in Ms. Brandlin's case, she actually, if you have to know a little bit more about her history, she'll kind of discuss with you exactly what happened.
Okay, so I think adrenal fatigue started rolling a little bit probably around my second pregnancy. So I had 4 babies in 5 years, but the second pregnancy was it was a high risk pregnancy. I ended up in the hospital with a complete previa, so that was very stressful. I also had a baby girl at home and a husband. So I had gotten married, I lost a family member, we had moved, I had a child. So all of these things were leading up to what was going to be adrenal fatigue. I think the pregnancy and the birth of my second child really kind of things started going downhill then. That was very stressful. Having the emergency C-section is very traumatic on a body.
Yes.
And I think my body just was not dealing very well, and so.
Yeah, most people don't realize adrenals actually sit on top of your kidneys, and these are 2 organs which are specifically used for fight or flight purposes, and without them actually it causes a lot of issues, especially I would say health issues. 3 hormones are responsible when the adrenals function. One is cortisol, and the other one is adrenaline, and the last one is melatonin. These hormones are really responsible for everyday life, especially most people who are fatigued don't realize this is one of the organs that are actually in dysfunction. So knowing Ms. Brandlin's history, after 2 years, she was able to actually feel as though she was functioning normally again. Because as her doctors prescribed her, she went through a series of different treatments there before she came to our clinic, and we started her journey with those different supplementations. We use here what we call nutrition response testing or applied kinesiology in order to get to the correct nutrition and the correct methods to help her on her way in order to get her well and have her, enjoy life a lot more better. Okay. So, if you wanted to describe to everyone that the doctors that actually saw you, what did they describe to you and what you were suffering from?
Yes. So when I was in the hospital with my son, I told my OBGYN that I wasn't coping with things very well. And she very quickly just prescribed me an antidepressant.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't depressed at all. And that bothered me because like I said, I'm a generally happy person, but I just wasn't able to cope with issues that most people should be able to cope with.
And most people are actually, that's the general diagnosis. Most people don't realize it's other things that are going on in order to heal the body correctly. When we actually went through all the procedures that we did with Miss Bramlin to get to the point where she started using the correct methods, describe also to them as far as what you felt when you started here.
It did take a while, of course, and he would tell me it took me years to get here, so be patient with your body, Miss Brandon. I will say once we got the ball rolling and I got some really good nutrition in my system, I could start feeling a difference. I started feeling a little bit normalcy, if you will.
Exactly. And I think for most of the people that do suffer constant chronic fatigue or even adrenal fatigue don't realize what is actually happening. Some of the things we want you to understand is when you do come in, we do a very thorough exam in order to make sure that we get to the root of the problem and in order for you to actually greatly benefit from what we have to offer. And anything else would you like to?
I like what you said about getting to the root issue. So many times I hear people and they're just getting Band-Aids that can't sustain the rooted issue.
Exactly. And I think for those who don't realize, even we do see patients just like Ms. Brandlin that have suffered for many years. We would like to help those. And please, if you liked our story, please let us know. Thank you.
Thank you.